Greetings. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are. Namaste. This is Bien. Thank you to our channel. Today we're going to talk about how to avoid being blackmailed, but from an occult spiritual perspective. Before anything, we give thanks and praise to the Creator of all. We give thanks and praise to all the gods and goddesses of light. We give thanks and praise to our divine parents. We give thanks and praise to all our ancestors, known and unknown. We give thanks and praise to all the light workers, to all the sentient beings. We give thanks and praise to ourselves, mind, body, and souls. We give thanks and praise to our higher selves. Thank you. Blackmail is usually a mean used to use as a leverage, to compromise, or to make an individual do things they wouldn't normally do under proper circumstances. It's a form of pressure. Different means are used, but we're going to address it from a very occult, high science, deep magic point of view. In all the mystery schools, one of the first requirements from any aspirant or neophyte is the first quality you must have is integrity. Integrity. In the Ifa tradition, some will the equivalent is Iwa Pele, have good character. Because when you stand in truth, you practice acceptance and deep understanding of yourself first, it's extremely difficult to be blackmailed. We in the West, in the Western world, you will notice, especially in the United States, most scandals revolve around sex. They are in the they have a sexual nature to them, and a lot of things revolve around the root chakra. The root chakra. And as people will tell you, one of the things that destroy the root chakra is shame, guilt, taboo, fear. Look at sex as dirty. People will be like, oh, but what does that have to do with anything? All right, let's look. It says root chakra. Root, meaning if your foundations in that area are not properly done, everything else will basically falter. Let me give you an example. Based on the sexual nature or the sexual preferences of some people, it will affect everything else they do in life. Please keep in mind we're speaking from an occult perspective, because in the occult, sexual energy is one of the most powerful energy in the body. And with sexual energy, you can accomplish a lot of things. But if your sexual energy is tarnished by shame, guilt, fear, taboo, everything else you do after that, pertaining to the other chakras, will be shaky. For example, some people's sexual preferences, some people's sexual habits. If you don't make peace with who you are as a person pertaining to sex and sexuality, it's going to cause you problem later on in life and in other areas. If you don't accept yourself, heal yourself. You hear a lot of people speaking about healing the inner child. Those are not just words. It's very important. Some people have been when they were little kids, little boys, little girls, and I'm deeply sorry you went through that. We all did. But you must heal. You must heal. Find any avenues that provides that. Personally, I would recommend spiritual means. We have cord cutting, we have energy cleansings, shadow work you can do, guided meditation, Please heal. If you don't heal, it will later affect you in life and affect everyone around you. You will not be able to love properly, to express yourself, to manifest things if you don't heal in that aspect. You have some people that are swingers, but they would kill other people to protect that secret. Why? Because they don't want people to find out that's what they do. They're ashamed of people finding out. That means they still have a certain weird relationship between them and their sexuality. They haven't accepted themselves as they are. They're afraid of how they're going to be perceived, viewed, judged. Why do you care? Live your truth. In 2024, sexual preferences, orientation, and whatever means you use to acquire orgasm or sexual pleasure, it's your own. We're not saying you have to televise it all over the world or broadcast it, but be in peace with it. To the point where if somebody finds you doing something sexually you think you're not supposed to be doing, they cannot blackmail you with it. If you live a life where you don't harm children, you don't force other people to do certain things sexually, you respect the other partner, you bring kindness, healing, loving, caring, why should you worry about anything? If a person finds a picture of you or a video of you masturbating, why do you care? Nothing wrong with pleasuring oneself, but it's the way you view it. Of course, religion played a lot into it, dogma, certain traditions. Free yourself from those things. The proper improvement or self-improvement will never take place unless you accept yourself first as you are. And then you use that as a basis to progress. Living truth is very important. Live in truth. In your dealing with yourself and with each other, live in truth. Because lies, when you start telling lies, you're falsifying the God and divine element within yourself. And that's why over time your soul becomes so ugly, you end up losing your soul. That's a whole nother conversation, trust me. But there are a lot of empty vessels out here. You've sold your soul so much because you keep doing things that do not go in alignment with your divine self. You sold your soul so much, there's no one left to buy it. In your dealings with each other, practice caring, genuine loving. I'd rather use the word divine loving, divine embrace. Honesty is very important. For you to be happy, you don't need to steal, cheat, unalive each other, set up people. Live truthfully. And if you're at peace with yourself, with everything you do, the guilt element will come out of it. That way, if somebody try to blackmail you, all they would find is an individual smiling. You cannot blackmail me with that. I love when I was doing that, I was happy doing that. Even if you regret doing something, accept it and change the course of action. Now, what happens if somebody already has something compromising on you? The best way to do it is come with the truth. Come with the truth. A lot of people love to say, I'm sorry, but they do it the wrong way. When you apologize, if you're in the wrong, the first person you must apologize to is yourself. But it must be followed by a change. And now, go apologize to the person you did the wrong to. Don't be so quick to run to God and say, you're so sorry. Meanwhile, you're still avoiding the person you did wrong to. But your apology must be sincere. It must come from the heart. It must show through your actions, not just words. Also, there are other magical means you can use to protect yourself from blackmail. Prayers and offerings to the gods is very important. One of the go-to gods of almost anyone, Archangel Michael. Trust me, Archangel Michael do not play. He will always come up for you in ways you don't even imagine. You have God Shango. Yes, he will come through for you. Goddess Oshun. God Ogun. Lord Shiva. The Jade Emperor. Lord Ganesha. Mahalakshmi. The point I'm making is, with these gods and goddesses, whatever a human being does to try to harm you, pressure you, compromise you, no human being is above those gods and goddesses. None. 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 Your faith also in the Creator of all must always supersede anything and anyone on earth or above. If a human being is trying to blackmail you or threaten you, who are they compared to the Creator of all? Always refer your problems, your issues, to the gods and goddesses of light, to the Creator of all, to your ancestors. And trust me, they'll always get your back. Also, when you ask for a solution, a lot of time you're not going to like the way it's presented to you. But trust me, they know best. Follow through. And be patient. Divine timing works its own ways. But trust me, when it does, you will always come back on top. So in your dealing with each other, please be truthful, be respectful, be kind. There are three main types of relationships in the world, in the universe. The relationship you have with the divine, the relationship you have with yourself, and the relationship you have with the outside world. Keep a perfect and genuine balance between all those relationships, and you will see amazing results. This is Mahaj Nubian. May the Creator bless you, assist you, guide you in everything you do, spiritually, materially, and financially. Thank you. Please like, share, and subscribe.